Hey, this is the Shadow Mantis, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last part, we headed out east from Cerulean City, and in this part, we're hopefully gonna get to Rock Tunnel. Yeah, that's basically all that's gonna happen. Now, this guy looks like he's gonna be a rock-type trainer, so I'm gonna put Stoner out first. And I just like to talk about trainer battles in this game. I would really love to cut them out, but I really don't want to cut them out, because if I cut out all the trainer battles in this game from the video, if I cut them out, it would be an extremely short series. I'm gonna be honest. Not including the trainer battles, this game is extremely short. It's shorter than I would like. They fixed that in Pokemon Black and White. It's actually a fairly long game. With it not actually being completed once you beat the Elite Four. And by that I mean, once you beat the Elite Four, you did not face the champion. Thus, not finishing the game, essentially. But, yeah, so I really want to keep all the trainer battles in just to lengthen the amount of videos I have. You know, just, yeah. So now that I got that off my chest, I'm gonna start talking about something else. And if you're hearing that crinkling, that's just a bag of cookies I have in my bag, and I just moved them over. So I would like to talk about this drawing I made in class a couple of days, maybe a week or two ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I'm gonna I redrew it on the computer, and it is actually amazing on the computer. I'll flash it on the screen, bottom left corner, right now if you want. Right now. Alright, that thing, that's what I call a Zegrogafoot. Now, Zegrogafoot was made to, actually, it was a stem, like, it was a different version of another drawing I made, which I guess I'll show in the bottom right corner right now, called the Splooch. So I'll start at the Splooch. Alright, so Route 10, I'm pretty sure this is where you can find Voltorbs. So the Splooch was a drawing I made for no apparent reason. Maybe 2 or 3 months ago, no, 1 or 2 months ago, probably, earlier of the second month. So basically what it was, I don't even know what I was thinking when I made this thing in the bottom right. All I know, why am I going up here, is I was trying to piss off my teacher, because she does not like it when I draw. And I drew it on the board, too, to begin with. The whiteboard, with a marker. And she was like, "What the fuck, Ryan? What the fuck?" But she didn't say it like that. She was more like, and that's basically it. We got a love-hate relationship going on, so, yeah, I might talk about that later. But, basically, after many different versions of the Splooch, which I gave a scientific term of its creature, the Sploochicus, I eventually created the Sploochicus pregnanticus, which was, oh my god, it's like Splooches can't reproduce normally, so only the Sploochicus pregnanticus can. So this Sploochicus pregnanticus had actually, it began with the face of the Zegrogafoot, but I made it extremely morbidly obese. And that's where the inspiration of Zegrogafoot came in. I wanted to draw something random again, and I just took the face of the Sploochicus pregnanticus, and there we go. Slapped it on Zegrogafoot. Then I was like, maybe its neck should be all muscles. So I made his neck all muscles. And yeah, well, as you can see, it worked. The original Zegrogafoot actually didn't have tentacles on his ears. No, he actually... Oh my god, what am I gonna do if I don't put... If I don't put the pictures in? Well, I'm gonna put them in. I have them on the computer. There's nothing stopping me from putting them in. Alright, so here's the entrance to Rock Tunnel. So yeah, that's basically how Zegrogafoot came to be. And I literally just made a channel background based around Zegrogafoot. You're gonna be needing that TM flash if you want to see anything else. But I've completely, utterly memorized this cave. So I'm not going to be needing it. I may be needing some repels, though. Because wild Pokemon are going to be a bitch. Come on. Oh, repels are up here. It's more than 300 steps, but I can take it. And here's a trainer. Pokemon fight, ready, go. That's probably not his real voice. And I can't believe we're only 6 minutes into the video. Alright, so Cubone. Yeah. So, actually, remember when we fought Brock? He had a lot of Rock-type Pokemon. In fact, all of his Pokemon were Rock-type. But as you saw on Mount Moon, you couldn't really catch Rock-type Pokemon. Geodude was kind of uncommon. And he was not useful for the next gym, so I really wouldn't advise you to get him at that point. But Geodudes are extremely common in this cave. And so are Brock's main Pokemon, Onix. Onix is an extremely defensive Pokemon. Like, extremely defensive. He has decent attack stats, too. But other than that, I wouldn't really recommend it. I've never actually tried to beat the game with an Onix before. So, I wouldn't be able to say anything about personal experience with it. But from what I've come across, Onix can be a good defensive wall, but it's not a good attacker. I mean, what I'm trying to get at is, it is not good in the main story, but if you train it correctly for online battles, which you don't need to worry about for this game. Well, that's lucky. For online battles, it can be very useful. But you should probably evolve it first. But you can't evolve it in this game until you beat it. So it's really no use until you beat the game. And Serpentine grew to level 25, thus it will learn another move. Dragon Rage. I knew that because Serpentine, or Gyarados, learns more moves at 5 level increments, or intervals. And there's another trainer over here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, apparently not. Alright, but there's an exit. Repel's effect wore off, not on my watch. Alright. I'm actually gonna change my Pokemon right now. Change them around. I'll put Blanca out first. Spice it up a little. And here's another trainer. I'm pretty sure she has lots of Bulbasaurs, which you guys don't know about. Well, you do know about it from the start of the game. It was the other... No, she only has an Oddish, and I'm pretty sure she does have a Bulbasaur there. It is the other starter we could have chosen. Not Squirtle, Bulbasaur. And, please. Alright, thanks. Odyshes can be pretty annoying with their status moves. In fact, Odyshes, if you were playing Fire Red, you wouldn't be able to catch Bellsprout or Sandshrew. In place of Bellsprout, you would find an Oddish. And in place of what's it again? Sandshrew, you would actually find Ekans, which is a poisonous snake, which is actually a pretty good Pokemon. I've used it on my Team 1 playthrough, and it was really, really good, actually. It doesn't learn that great moves, but if you invest some more training than usual into it, it is good. It is extremely good. So I'm just gonna utterly rape this Bulbasaur. And Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf would be a really good... Oh, you little shit. Seriously, are you kidding me? A critical hit. See, that's Pokemon logic right there. The opponent always gets critical hits, but you can never seem to get them. Why did I use Mega Kick? I should have used Mega Punch, but what am I complaining about? It hit anyways. I'm actually going to use a revive right now because I kind of want to train. I really actually I want to train. I want to train Blanca in this cave, so he has to kind of stay alive for that. There's another trainer up here. Do you know about Pokemon cosplay? No, well, I know what cosplaying is, if that's what you're asking. Oh, this guy has a Charmander. He picked the one I picked. Does that mean he's a stalker? No, it's probably just a coincidence. Smokescreen. Smokescreen is kind of like the opposite of Double Team, but at the same time, the exact same as Double Team. In which Double Team raises your evasiveness, Smokescreen lowers the opponent's accuracy. So, that's why I didn't really want Smokescreen on Charmantis. I kind of wanted... Well, if anything, I would rather Double Team. Because if the other Pokemon dies, then you have to restart with the whole Smokescreen thing. I'm great with words. I am great with words. Blanca to level 25, which is good. Well, that's that. That's right, that's that. And, ooh. If I go up here, there is a rock. Yep. Here's a rock type trainer. This is probably the last battle we're going to be able to have today. So, yeah, so I'm just going to try and wrap it up now. Geodude, I don't think I actually explained Geodude. Geodude is pretty much like Onix, except weaker. But I would recommend him more if you have a second Game Boy. This is because once Geodude evolves into Graveler at level 25, its defense skyrockets. It is a really, really good defensive Pokemon. But the thing is, it actually has decent stats, too. Like, attack stats. So, which makes it even better. And to evolve it again, what you need to do is you need to trade it. And it will evolve into a Golem, which is an amazing Pokemon. I highly recommend you get one if you can trade, but I'm doing this on a ROM, so trading is not allowed. Well, it's not that it's not allowed, it's just impossible. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. I hope you had a good time listening, and I should have just ended it off there. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.